Welcome to another Pollins TV on Real Spit, where our aim is to keep you educated, to keep you informed of all the craziness going on. Now, our latest event of craziness comes from Mitch McConnell. As you know, Mitch is under fire lately, once again, for the words that he's saying. He always saying something stupid. Pollins TV always catch him. We catch him the last time. Now this time, the Senate Minority Leader is catching heat for making a distinction between Americans, and African American voters. Our reporter asked Mitch McConnell, what is your message to the voters of color who are now without the John L. Lewis Voting Act, which McConnell and all the Republican bloc? Mitch McConnell had the audacity to say this.
The outrageous mischaracterization of my history and record on voting rights and race relations as a result of inadvertently leaving out the word almost in my comments the other day. Thanks a lot. The omitted word is all, not almost, sorry.
This isn't the first or possible time that Mitch say something out of his goddamn comfort zone, like he black or something. He have slipped up many a times, and that is the focus of Pollins TV today. We bringing you some of the stupidness, racial words from Mitch McConnell. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit your family, hit somebody. Let's go. Mitch McConnell called for the removal of Confederate symbols. The Senate embraced the flag before. A descendant of a Confederate soldier and slave owner in the early 1900s had a son of Confederate veteran event. Mitch got his posed on with a Confederate flag. I heard all week Mitch McConnell saying how he stands with black people and everything when he did not support the Voting Act, which would help all the country for discriminating against black votes, since we know that was going on since the 60s. In 1986, Attorney General Jeff Sessions was being considered for a federal judicial appointment. Coretta King wrote a letter against Sessions, saying he used his powers to stop the free exercise of vote by blacks in the districts. She talked about voter fraud, fairness, and judgment he lacked in office. The letter was blocked by Mitch McConnell, calling it an attack on Sessions, not on black people, but on Sessions, and he had a record of doing what he did. And who could forget Mitch McConnell? All people. We already know he don't like black people. We already know he owned slaves. But he had the nerve to say, my party does good with white people, and I'm proud of that. And now we're trying to reach out to conquer the Mexican and the black people who are not Americans. We come to get their vote now. Terrible. Last but not least, we get into the good stuff. Reparations. And that's a lot of my shows are for reparations. Because as you know, if you've been on, unless you've been living under a rock, black folks was never gave reparations for all the stuff. I know some people say black people are lazy, but it's possible when everything was built, the cotton fields and Tiffany's and all these places that we adore and we buy all the stuff that the rappers rap about was born off of slave back. The investment companies, banks, all that was built off of slaves back. But instead, we give reparations to people being bombed in another country. We give reparations to slave owners who had and killed black people, a lot of black people. And the black people never got any money from the insurance companies. When your relative died, now you get a big check and you could bury your loved ones and take the remainders, but they never did. They land here first, and they still ain't got no land. Everybody in the world can go back to where they belong. Spanish people who live here could go back to Spain. We got people from England could go back to England. Sweden could go back to Sweden. African Americans, you don't have a home because you're living in your home. We've been here. When they found the Egyptian mummies, they found cocaine and weed in it. Straight from North and South America, because that's the only place it comes from. But I don't want to go through all that. If we talk about Mitch McConnell, Mitch McConnell claimed that we fought a civil war for us. Negative. Civil war was done so you could keep us in chains, so you could keep cotton going. Mitch McConnell also said he voted, we all helped Obama get in office. No, we voted like we vote for every president like George Bush and everybody else. So all that talking you doing, Mitch, is very racial influence. America, the next time we vote, I don't care about everybody else. That should be the first guy we take out. We cannot get no unity. We can't get no peace without everybody representing everybody. Pollins TV, get these people out of office. Let's go.
I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago, for whom none of us currently living are responsible, is a good idea. We've tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation. We've elected an African-American president. I think we're always a work in progress in this country, but no one currently alive was responsible